Good morning, students. Today we will discuss our second exercise of chapter linear inequalities, and in this exercise, we will discuss the graphical solution of linear inequalities in two variables. In exercise 6.1, we have solved the linear inequalities, but all the linear inequalities were involving only one variable x. Okay, and when we did some number 17 to 20 of that exercise, we did the graphical representation of the solution as well. And if you noticed, there we just used one real number line because there was one variable. So when there is one variable, we are using one real number line to represent the graphical solution. And as we do now, we will be having inequalities in two variables, and we need to represent the graphical solution, means graphical representation of the solution. Then we need how many real number lines? As we have the number of variables, two variables, so we need two real number lines. And it will be exactly same like when we solve our linear equations in two variables and graphical solution is there, like presenting the solution on the graph for two linear equations. Okay, so for that, what we will have, we will have our Cartesian system. Okay, so this will be our x-axis, and here we will have our y-axis. That means when I am taking two linear or two real number lines, one horizontally and other vertically, and both are cutting at the point 0 comma 0, so this point becomes the origin of our Cartesian system. Now the question is, if I am solving two linear inequalities, let us say the linear inequalities are of the form ax, means I am solving a linear inequality like ax plus b less than c. Okay, ax plus b y, because we need two variables. So let us have ax plus by less than c. In place of less than c, it can be greater than also, it can be less than equal to also, it can be greater than equal to also. Okay, and now depending upon this, whenever I have to plot, means I have to find the solution. Remember, in order to plot the solution, I can't first of all take the this inequality. I have to consider, before the plotting, I will consider ax plus by equals to c line. Okay, in order to plot it, we will consider this, we will consider the graph for this. And I hope everybody knows, the by taking different values of x, I am getting some values of y, and because we will make the table like this, x and y, we will plot those values here, and corresponding to which we will get a straight line. Now that straight line can be a line parallel to y-axis also. Okay, the line, if I take the other form, this line can be parallel to x-axis also. Okay, the line can be slanting also, so which will cut x-axis and y-axis both. So depending upon that, if you just notice, first of all, in these two cases, first line I have drawn, which is like this line is there, this is our solution. Let us say ax plus by equals to c line is this is this line. Okay, and this line is dividing our xy plane into two parts. This is the right half plane, this is the left half plane. Okay, that means this line is dividing, so right of the line, right half plane, left of the line will I call left half plane. So this I am writing right half plane, and this will become left half plane. Okay, similarly, if I am getting this kind of line, the line is parallel to x-axis, this line is also dividing our Cartesian system into two parts. First is the line or region which is above the line, then the region which is below the line. So this will be called upper half plane, and below the line it will be called lower half plane. Okay, now again, depending upon the sign of inequality, the line is drawn. Now this line we have drawn by considering this, but we will find the solution depending upon the sign. Now this line when I am drawing, okay, this line left half plane and the right half plane, that means this region will have few points and the region will have some other points. So if I put any point, okay, definitely, and not any point which is lying on the line, that point we will not consider. Any other point, that point can lie either in this region also, the point can lie in this region also. If I substitute that point, because if you remember, if solution, if any x and y with number is the solution of this line, then it will satisfy. Similarly, if I substitute any point from this region in the inequality and that satisfies, that means every point of this side will satisfy the inequality. Okay, so this will become the solution, and if it does not satisfy, then the opposite part, that means the right half plane, will be the solution. Okay, similarly here, if I am getting this kind of line after plotting this equation, right, now in order to get the solution, that which upper half plane or the lower half plane is the solution, we will take any point. The point we can take from here, this region also, the point I can take from this region also. So if the point which I have taken from this region satisfies the given inequality, that means upper half plane, the whole upper half plane will be the solution region. If it does not satisfy, then the opposite, lower half plane, will be the solution. Similarly, we can have the line like this also. Okay, we can get the slanting line. Then this line is also dividing upper half plane and her lower half plane as the solution. Okay, means as the partition of the Cartesian system, not solution. Once again, we will substitute the point in the inequality to check which side is the solution. Okay, now the next thing here, whenever we have this less than sign or only greater than sign, that means whenever we have strict inequality, that means the points which are lying on the line will not be the solution. All the points are less than only, so points lying on the line will not be the solution. So in that case, whatever line we draw, it will be the dotted line. Okay, but whenever you have less than equal to or greater than equal to, that means slack inequality, since equal to sign is there, right, so the points which are lying on the line will also be the part of solution, and then the line will be the solid line or the dark line we will plot. Okay, so we have to remember this thing, the what kind of line will come here. Now let us do one or two sums so that you people can understand what actually we are doing here. Okay, so for that we will discuss few sums from exercise 6.2. So let us discuss here first sum, first of all, of exercise 6.2, and the first sum is, it is given, the heading is solve the following inequalities graphically in two-dimensional plane. That means two-dimensional plane means in xy plane we have to show the solution, and the first sum is x plus y less than 5, right? So we have our first inequality to solve, x plus y less than 5. We will keep the statement as such, and when we are solving the sum, first of all we will write down, consider x plus y equals to 5. Remember, we can't plot this, we have to convert it into equation first of all in order to plot, and after plotting, after getting the line which will divide the plane in two parts, we will check which part will be the solution. Okay, so first of all we are considering x plus y equals to 5. Now here what we will do, we will just take the points. So the very easy way is, first I will take when x is 0, correspondingly the value of y will be 5. Second point we can take when y is 0, the value of x will become 5. By doing this thing, we will get actually the line which will cross or which will cut x-axis and y-axis both, and you are getting the clear picture of the graph. And if you want one more point, you can take. So let us take when x is 2, y will be 3. Okay, so the points are taken. With the help of these 3 points, we can plot. Now remember, this exercise 6.2 as well as next exercise 6.3, both the exercises you people have to do in the graph notebook, not in your maths register, but these 2 exercises everyone must do in the graph notebook. Okay, so here what we will do now, let us plot. So the next thing is plotting. So we will take our Cartesian system, that means xy plane. So here we have y dash and y and x-axis. Let us mark the points 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Similarly 1, 2, 3, 4 and let it be 5. Similarly here and on the negative y-axis. This will be our 0, 0. First, when x is 0, y is 5. So this point we will have, it is 0, 5. When x is 5, y is 0. So here it is 5, 0 point. When x is 2, y is 3. So the point will lie here like that. So everyone must do it on the graph sheet. That better you people do the whole exercise in the graph notebook, and then your plotting will be very clear and you are getting the clear solution also. Okay, now the next thing is we have to join these points to get the line. Now before joining the points, let me take you, it is given the inequality is x plus y less than 5. It's a strict inequality. Okay, so the points which are lying on the line will not be the part of solution. So whenever strict inequality is there, and when we are plotting, the means when we are going to join the points to plot the line will be a dotted line or broken line. It will not be a solid line. So let us join these points. We will get the line like this. Okay, so it not necessary that you have to plot the line in the first quadrant only. You will be plotting all the 4 quadrants, and the line will go in the second quadrant also, and it will go to the 4th quadrant also. Remember this thing. You will not strict your solution in the first quadrant always. No, you have to extend it. Okay, now this line has divided the plane into 2 parts. The plane which is lying above the line, we will call it as upper half plane. The plane which is lying below the line is called lower half plane. Okay, now and this plane, and the the easy way to check which part will be the solution, the very simple thing is, as this line is dividing the region into 2 parts, so one part is having the origin, the other part, that means the part which is above the line, it is not having the origin. Most of the time we will have this situation only. Whenever we plot the line, one part will have the origin and the other part will not have the origin, right? So what we will do after plotting, we will just check at the origin 0, 0. Okay, we will just check at the origin 0, 0. You can take this point also, 1, 2 also, 2, 2 also. 2, 3 point we will not take, 3, 1 point, 3, 2 point we will not take, 4, 1 point we will not take, because these points are lying on the line. Okay, so remember that. So better is we will take the 0, 0 point. By chance 0, 0 satisfies, and then what will happen, since 0, 0 is lying in this region, if 0, 0 satisfies, then every point which is lying here will satisfy. So our solution region will be that area which is including the origin. If 0, 0 does not satisfy in the inequality, that means this region is not the solution. The region above the line will be solution region. So when I am checking at 0, 0, where we will put in the inequality x plus y less than 5. So here we will put when 0 0, x is 0 plus y is 0 less than 5. 0 is less than 5 and this is true, right? 0 is less than 5, it is true. That means solution region is having the origin. When I say 0 is less than 5, it comes true. So the part which is containing the origin will be the solution. So we will say therefore solution region is towards the origin, right? So solution region is that region which is having the origin point. So that area we will shade, or you can just put the arrows here. That means solution is towards this side, or you people can just shade it. And remember, the shading you will not restrict to the first quadrant, but it is going to the second quadrant, third quadrant, as well as fourth quadrant, like this. And we will mention this is our solution region. Okay, line will be dotted. That means line points lying on the line are not the part of solution. Okay, so this thing I have explained when the inequality is strict inequality. We will discuss now the next sum where we are having the slack inequality. That means greater than or equal to sign is given and we have that sum number 2. So let us discuss that sum also. So here I am doing second sum, and the second sum is 2x plus y greater than or equal to 6. Method remains the same. When we are solving it, we will write down consider 2x plus y equal to 6. Now we will just take the points. Remember, first we will take when x is 0 and then we will take y 0, and you are getting that point. When x is 0, y will be 6. When y is 0, x is 3. Okay, and if you want you can take more point when x is 1. When x is 1, y is 4. That's it. So let us plot. Okay, so here we will have 1, or let us mark here not 1, let it be 2, 4, 6, similarly 2, 4, 6, here also minus 2, minus 4, here also it will be the points. Now remember, scale on all the x's should be same. On both the x's, scale you have to take equal scale. Now let us plot. When x is 0, y is 6, this point 0, 6. When x is 3, so 3 will lie here. X is 3, y is 0, 3, 0. If you want you can name the points also. It will be a, b. When x is 1, y is 4. So 1 will be here, 4 will be here. So somewhere you are getting the point here, 1, 4. Let it be C point. Points are marked. We have to draw the line to join the points, and now we have to check what kind of inequality is there. We have greater than or equal to sign. It's a slack inequality. It means when I join the points, the line will be our solid line. So here we go. Line is the solid line, and it is coming again a slanting line, and this line is again dividing the region upper half plane and lower half plane. This part is not having the origin, this part is having the origin. Again I will check at 0 0. If 0 0 point satisfies, that means the region which is having 0 0, that means the whole lower half plane will be the solution. If 0 0 point does not satisfy, then this region will not be the solution, but the opposite part will be the solution. So after plotting, we will just write down at 0, 0. And when we are checking, we are taking our inequality. Remember, That means 2x plus y greater than or equal to 6. Here we will put, it will be 2 into 0 plus 0 greater than or equal to 6. Now 0 greater than or equal to 6. This is not at all true. This is false. You have to write it is false. So our solution region is not towards the origin, as we mentioned in the previous sum. When it was coming true, we said solution region is towards the origin, but in this case solution region is away from the origin. So if you want, you can write down solution region is away from the origin. Okay, so this is not our solution. That means the other part, okay, other side of the line will be the solution. So we will shade this area which is above the line, right, including the points on the line that is represented by the solid line, and here we will write down that this is our solution region. Here also, if you notice, our solution region is coming in the fourth quadrant as well as some part of second quadrant also, but major part of the second quadrant is not the solution, only which is the points which are above 0, 6 are coming. Okay, so that you have to take care. Okay class, and similarly sum number 3 we will do, sum number 4 we will do, and let us do one more sum. Here let me take you to sum number 7 if we do. Okay, so let us do one more sum, that is sum number 7 of this exercise. Okay, sum number 7 is minus 3x plus 2y greater than or equal to minus 6. Now if you notice, right hand side of inequality minus 6 is there. We will not do anything to any sign, we will just keep it as such. And in order to plot the line, once again what we will write down, remember, we will write down consider minus 3x plus 2y equals to minus 6. We will just consider the equation and we will take the points x and y. So first of all, when x is 0, the value of y will be 2y equals to minus 6. When x is 0, y will become minus 3. When y is 0, x will become here 2, right? And the next also you can take any other point. When, let us say, when x is 1, when x is 1, so minus 6, and it will go to the other side, it will become 3. So minus 3 by 2, so the value of y will be minus 3 by 2, that means minus 1.5. Okay, so otherwise 2 points are also sufficient. If you want to just take 2 points, that is also okay. You can just take these 2 points to plot the line. Now the next thing, after getting this, we will just plot the line by taking our Cartesian system. So here we will have our Cartesian system. So let us mark the points 1, 2, 3 and 4. Similarly, points on the y-axis, points on the x-axis, minus x-axis, and points on the minus. So here we need one more point, so let's mark it as minus 3. Okay, first, when x is 0, y is minus 3, so this point we will get, it is 0 comma minus 3, we can mark it as a. Second point is when x is 2, y is 0, so this is our point B point, 2 comma 0. Third is when x is 1, y is minus 1.5. When x is 1, y is minus 1.5, point is lying somewhere here, 1 minus 1.5. Okay, so let it be C point. So this is A, B and C points are like this. Equation, in equation sign, we have greater than or equal to, so it's a slack inequality. That means our line will be the solid line. So when I just plot the line, I am getting the line like this. Okay, you will use the scale. I am not using scale here, I am just explaining to you people. But yeah, definitely points will be the same and solution will be that way only. But you people have to use the scale, and you will be doing the sums in the graph notebook. I'm again repeating. So now this line, when we have plotted, once again the line is dividing the region into two parts. One is the upper part and then the lower half plane, upper half plane, lower half plane. Now in this case, upper half plane is having the origin, the lower half plane is not having the origin. So when we check at any point 0 comma 0, so here when we say at 0 comma 0, right, what is the inequality? Minus 3x plus 2y greater than or equal to minus 6. This is our inequality. We will put this 0 0 here, so it will be minus 3 into 0 plus 2 into 0 greater than or equal to minus 6. That means 0 is greater than or equal to minus 6, and this is true. 0 is greater than or equal to minus 6. So what we will say, that the solution region is towards the origin. Okay, solution region is towards the origin. That point we will mention. And since it is slack inequality, so the points which are lying on the line are also the part of solution. So this area, so the region which is having 0 0 point, the whole region will be the solution. So the area which is above the line is having the 0 0 point, so this whole part we will just shade. Okay, and we will say this is our solution region. The whole region which we have shaded will be our solution region, right? So this is how we will do the sums. So you people will be able to do your exercise 6.2 sums. Okay, these are very simple sums. Remember, in order to plot, you are considering the equation, taking the points, plotting it. The line which you plot will divide the plane always in two parts. One part will have the origin, the other part will not have the origin, and then we will just put 0 0 point in the given inequality. And if the point satisfies in the given inequality, that means the region which is having 0 0 will be the solution. If it does not satisfy, then the other part will be the solution region, right? So similarly, you people just try to do your sums of exercise 6.2. If any doubt is there, you people can ask, right? Thank you, students.